Good morning, wrestling fans. Happy weekend and happy Saturday. Hope you all having a good Saturday morning to kick off your weekend. Well, the big night is finally here. Tonight, it's Money in the Bank 2025 PLE. Now, before I get into my preview and predictions for tonight's event, I want to give my thoughts on last night's Smackdown. Smackdown started off with Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman. Basically, Seth Rollins was elaborating on power, on being the future of the WWE and the wrestling industry. Basically, he mentions Money in the Bank, especially the Money in the Bank ladder match. He's saying that he's going to win it. I thought the segment was okay. Wasn't one of his best segments, but I thought it was okay. The first match of the night was Jimmy Uso versus JC Mateo. I thought this match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I thought both Jimmy Uso and Ismail put out a pretty good match in the ring. Of course, interference from Solo Sikoa involved in the match because that's how he is. But I thought it was a pretty good performance in the ring by both Jimmy Uso and JC Mateo. Jimmy Uso defeats Jason Mateo in the match. Third match was Piper Niven versus Selena. This was an exciting and fun match for the most part. I didn't care for the interference by the Secret Service, which was Alba Fire and Chelsea Green. So all in all, for the most part, the Piper Niven versus Selena Vega was a pretty exciting match up until the interference. And Selena wins the match with the help of Julia coming to aid. So Selena defeats Piper Niven. We had a LA Knight versus Aleister Black. This ended up in a no-winner, basically a DQ. For the most part, this match was a pretty even, exciting match. I enjoyed this match. I thought LA Knight versus Aleister Black was a good, entertaining match. I thought both men put on a pretty good performance in the ring. However, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed came out and interfered with the match and basically beat the crap out of both LA Knight and Aleister Black. So, all in all, it was an exciting match, but I didn't care for the interference in the match. It's too bad because I thought LA Knight and Aleister Black put on a pretty good performance in the ring. So, that match ended up in a DQ. We had a 6-woman tag match. This was an awesome 6-woman tag match. Personally, I think that this was the best match of the night, out of the whole night. The match consists of Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Stephanie Valkyrie versus Naomi, Roxanne Perez, and Julia. I thought all 6 of these women put on a very good performance in the ring. I have no complaints about that. I thought it was an awesome match, great match all around. Like I said, I thought it was the best match of the night. Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Stephanie Valkyrie defeats Naomi and Roxanne Perez and Julia. Because Roxanne went for the tag for Naomi, and Naomi pulled her hand away and walked away. And basically, Roxanne was left alone in the ring with Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Stephanie McMahon, and that ultimately let them win the match. So I think that was the best match of the night. I think it was an awesome match. All 6 women won hell performance in the ring. We had a tag team match versus Andrade and Penta versus American Made. This is an exciting match. I enjoyed it. I thought both tag teams put on a great performance in the ring. Had no complaints about it. However, Andrade and Penta picked up the win over American Made. Let's see what else happened. And then last but not least, we had, I forgot. Towards the end of the Andrade Penta versus American Made, Seth Rollins and his 2 guys, Bron Reed and Braun Breaker, came out and started beating the hell out of Andrade and Penta. And basically, after that, after first beating them up, Andrade and Penta, all 4 of them stayed in the ring, which was Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bron Reed. Paul Heyman basically said that you are looking at the future of the WWE, meaning Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bron Reed. And he is basically told the WWE crowd that at the Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins is going to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And then when the time is right, he's going to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase and become either basically the world champion or the WWE champion. So that's how that ended. Then also you see Cody Rhodes come out, and basically he comes out to the ring, steps in the ring. You see Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins face to face, and that really happened between the 2 of them. Basically, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bron Reed, and Paul Heyman just left the ring. And then shortly after, Cody Rhodes comes out, and then and Seth Rollins' faction left the ring. Jey Uso comes out, and once he's in the ring, Cody Rhodes says, "What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Money in the Bank? Do you want to talk about the tag team match versus John Cena and Logan Paul?" So after speaking for a while, John Cena comes out, and he comes down to the ring. Once he's in the ring, he tells the ring announcer to announce him properly. Basically tells him, "Ladies and gentlemen, now in the ring, the greatest champion of all time and the last real champion, John Cena." John Cena didn't really say anything. Basically, Logan Paul comes out of nowhere and starts attacking Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. And basically, you see the 2 of them beating up on Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. And so right before Smackdown ended, John Cena had a few words. Basically, it's the same stuff he's been saying since the heel, saying that he's the last real champion. He's going to leave WWE with the WWE Championship belt, saying he's going to ruin wrestling once he leaves. He also says that Logan Paul is going to be the future World Heavyweight Champion. And then you see the 2 of them raise the two championship belts. John Cena is raising the undisputed the WWE Championship, and Logan Paul's raising the World Heavyweight Championship. So basically, that's how SmackDown ended. Of course, Logan Paul just dropped the World Heavyweight Championship belt right on Jey Uso, and then the two of them left. But that's how SmackDown ended. I thought this was one of the best SmackDowns that I've seen in a while, because last year's SmackDown has kind of been kind of like dull and stale. But I thought this was a pretty good SmackDown show last night. Now, before I get into my preview predictions on the Monday in the Bank PLE tonight, one quick announcement. Both Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis announced that the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments will be returning. They're going to start next week on both Raw and SmackDown. The semifinals and finals will be at Night Champions, which is going to take place in Saudi Arabia, which is going to be towards the end of June. Then the two winners are going to earn a title shot of their choosing at SummerSlam in the beginning of August at MetLife Stadium. So I'm very happy that they're bringing the King of Queen tournaments back, because it's always enjoyable to watch. It's always my favorite event that they do each year, especially during the Attitude Era. I always enjoyed it, so I'm glad to bring it back. Now, let's get to the Money in the Bank PLE tonight. I'm going to start from the bottom and then work right to the top. Starting with the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. I think this is going to be a fun, exciting match. I think both Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch are going to put out a very good performance in the ring. Both women are very talented. I have no doubt that these two women will put out a pretty good performance in the ring. I'm picking Lyra to win tonight over Becky Lynch, only because I have a funny feeling that Bayley is going to make a return tonight at Money in the Bank and interfere in that match and cost Becky Lynch the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And I have a funny feeling that we're going to see Becky Lynch versus Bayley at SummerSlam. So I'm picking Lyra Valkyria defeating Becky Lynch tonight and retain the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Now we got the Women's Money in the Bank line match. I think this is going to be an awesome, exciting Women's Money in the Bank line match. All 60 of these women are very, very talented in the ring. I'm very impressed with their performance. I'm impressed with Stephanie Valkyria and Julia for what I see from them from NXT. So they're very talented. And Rhea Ripley, she's definitely a very good performance in the ring. She's a dominant female competitor. So put a very good performance. And Alexa Bliss, so put out like a performance in the ring. And Naomi, I'm very impressed with her performance lately, especially ever since she's turned heel. So I think this is going to be an awesome and exciting Women's Money in the Bank line match. And as much as I would love to see Roxanne Perez win the Money in the Bank briefcase, I think she earned it. She's very talented. I got a funny feeling Naomi's going to end up winning the Women's Money in the Bank line match tonight. So my pick for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match is Naomi. Now we get to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And that consists of Seth Rollins, Andrade, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, El Grande, Americano, and Penta. This is another match that's going to be exciting to watch. I think all 6 of these men involved in this match will put on a very, very good performance in the ring. I have no doubt about that. I think it's going to be a fun match. I guess we all know who's going to win this match. I know it, and I know all you guys are going to know it. It's going to be Seth Rollins. I have nothing against the other competitors involved in this match, but I got a funny feeling Seth Rollins is going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase tonight. And I think he's going to become champion sooner rather than later, and he's going to be this year. Now, I don't see him facing John Cena for the Undisputed WWE Championship because, quite frankly, John Cena is a heel, and Seth Rollins is a heel. So I don't see heel versus heel. So if John Cena wins the Money in the Bank briefcase tonight in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and he cashes in sometime this year, I got a feeling it's going to be whoever's the World Heavyweight Championship. And like I said, I think Seth Rollins is going to become champion sooner rather than later. So my pick for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match is going to be Seth Rollins. And judging by last night, by him and his faction, they're a very dominant faction. Especially now they got Bronson Reed aligned with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. This is a dominant faction. And you saw that last night, how they dominated basically the whole Smackdown show last night. So his faction, I don't know what it's called. The Seth Riders, I don't know what this is called, but his faction is dominant right now. Especially now we have Paul Heyman as their wise man or advocate, or what you want to call them. So Seth Rollins' faction should be nothing to be reckoned with. So like I said, I'm sure the men's Money in the Bank ladder match is going to be an exciting one, but I'm picking Seth Rollins because most likely he's going to win it. Last but not least, we have the tag team match: Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. Now, I'm sure all 4 men are going to put on a very exciting match tonight. All 4 men will probably put on a good performance in the ring tonight. As much as I would love to see Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso win this match, I got a funny feeling it's going to be John Cena and Logan Paul win this match. I got a funny feeling. And I won't be surprised if Travis Scott gets involved in this match tonight. Especially if that Money in the Bank is taking place in Los Angeles tonight. So I won't be surprised if Travis Scott gets involved in tonight's tag team match involving Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, John Cena, and Logan Paul. So as much as I love to see Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso win this match, I'm picking John Cena and Logan Paul win this match. So there's your preview predictions for tonight's Money in the Bank 2025 PLE. Like I said, I think it's going to be an exciting show tonight. I'm looking forward to watching it. I'm sure you all look forward to watching it as well. Before we get to Money in the Bank PLE, which is tonight, this afternoon we have WWE Worlds Collide, which is going to feature NXT versus AAA. The matches involved at this event look pretty exciting to watch. I probably won't be watching it because I got other stuff to do this afternoon, but I'm sure it's going to be an exciting show tonight. Now, Worlds Collide is scheduled for 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and it will be streaming on the WWE's YouTube channel. So it won't be on Peacock, only on WWE's YouTube channel. Now get back to Money in the Bank. There is going to be a countdown show before Money in the Bank. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on Peacock and on WWE's YouTube channel. And it will be a 2-hour countdown show. And then 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific will be the Money in the Bank PLE. That'll probably be at around 10, maybe 10:30, because I know since there's a UFC event tonight, I know TKO doesn't want WWE's PLEs going into the main card of a UFC event. I don't know why, but that's how they want it. There is going to be a post show after Money in the Bank, and that will be immediately after Money in the Bank, and that will be on Peacock and also on WWE's YouTube channel. So there is a lineup for today. Should be exciting, fun, a fun Saturday of wrestling between Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank. Like I said, I probably won't be watching Worlds Collide since I got other stuff I gotta do. But I'll definitely be watching Money in the Bank tonight. Whatever you have planned for today, have a great Saturday. Before I end this video, please, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my channel with subscribers. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. I hope you have a great Saturday and enjoy wrestling fans.